Hallo und herzlich willkommen zu Picks to Watch. Con los mundiales. A la vuelta de la esquina. J'attends un oeil à ce qui pourrait apparaître sur scène. Warping into our list first is League of Legends' very own Time Lord, Echo. While an excellent flex pick with the ability to play in either solo lane, Echo is currently thriving in the jungle thanks to the buffs to his parallel convergence. On top of the fact that his mobility allows him to fast forward through camps, and his ability to tower dive is absolutely chrono broken. After completing his first item, appropriately named Runic Echoes, Echo will have the time of his life with a strong ability to trade, and eventually will shine even brighter in teamfights. As mentioned, teamfighting is where this champion truly comes online. His ability to soak up huge amounts of damage and then reset it all with Chrono Break allows him to act as an effective frontline tank that can deal tons of damage and get away with it scot-free. After completing his jungle item and picking up Red Smite, Echo will typically pivot into Proto Bell and then either Lichbane or Zhonya's. Earn enough gold for the latter and he'll be golden, but doing so is easier said than done. Echo's first clear isn't great, so enemy junglers can easily punish him in the early game, especially if they find an opportunity to countergank. Then dropping in with a rework fresh out of the oven, it's Pantheon.
Let this day be legend.
The Unbreakable Spear can be an important Sparta the team, as we've seen already in EU Masters. Pantheon's armor is flexible enough for him to work as a solo laner, a support, or even as a jungler. Pantheon excels at fighting from the get-go with the empowered damage from his passive Mortal Will, helping him excel in early skirmishes even without few items, and as a bonus, the point-and-click CC from his Shield Vault is perfect for setting up ganks. The aspiring Skydiver is no slouch when it comes to setting up plays around the map either. Once he achieves his Grand Starfall, he can easily set up plays from one side of the map to the other and allow for great opportunities in the early to mid-game. Panth's itemization varies depending on where he is playing, but lethality is often always the way to go, with Youmuu's Ghostblade and Black Cleaver being staples of his build. However, that damage falls off in the late game, and the longer things go on, the more likely Pantheon is to Grand Starfall on his face. At that point, it becomes harder for Pantheon to have an influence on the game, and his single target CC doesn't make it easier, providing limited peel and limited options to set up plays for his teammates. And finally, we're adding some flower power to this list with Zyra.
The forest holds many surprises.
Despite not receiving any significant buffs, Zyra's support could be a great pick for any Worlds team hoping to get top seed out of groups. She's a real thorn in the side for melee supports with her tendency to dominate lane, and she can set up ganks with ease with grasping roots being able to root through minions. Plus, her plants also make hitting skill shots a lot harder for hook champions like the recently buffed Blitzcrank. Zyra's damage scales really well through the game too, with Rylai's and Liandry's typically following Frostfang in her build. Yet no matter how much sun and water she gets, Zyra is still extremely squishy and vulnerable to assassins, especially when her flash is down with her unreliable skill shots offering little protection. That is it for this episode of Picks to Watch. If there are any fun or interesting champions you think could make their way to the World Championship, be sure to go into the comment section below and let me know. World starts with the playing stage this Wednesday, October 2nd at 1 PM CEST, and of course, you won't want to miss it. Thank you very much for watching. Auf Wiedersehen, au revoir, adios. See you in the next one. Hallo und Focus, we got focus. Hallo!
Wait, don't. Okay, never mind. We got one more.